What up, guys? Yeah, we're here for another beer review. It has been the strangest St. Patrick's Day that I can remember since celebrating St. Patrick's Day. So I'm kind of limited on the beer selection. Thankfully, I do have a handful of choice brewskis I'll try to put some reviews up for. Again, I'm still in the moving process, and this is like the worst time in the history of forever to be moving. But it's like another month. But I wanted to do something Irish or whatever, and you know we've already done all the kind of main Guinness stuff. But today we'll be doing the sorry for all the reflections. The Over the Moon Milk Stout from Guinness. It's part of their. I gotta in the lights. Yeah, it's part of their Open Gate Brewery, which I believe is in Baltimore. Yeah, it does say brewed in Baltimore. Ta-da. So we're gonna see how this one works for this American-made Guinness. So I don't know if you can get this in other places besides the United States. I don't know what the Guinness export thing is for beer made in the United States. But let's see. On the back end it says luxuriously smooth and sweet with creamy notes of chocolate and coffee. Made at our Open Gate Brewery in Baltimore, Maryland, where we combine 250 years of Guinness brewing experience in Ireland with American beer creativity. Now, I've been hit and miss with some of these Open Gate experimental beers out of Guinness. Some of them I think have been fantastic. Others have been like, this is awful and needs to die a horrible death. I haven't had this one yet, so we'll see what kind of, if it should be kept around or if it should die a horrible death. But anyways, let's get into the review, get into the smell. It's not as creamy as you might think it is. Guinness might be. Of course, it's not nitrogen. There's no nitro element, so it doesn't have that infusion like the natural creaminess that you might get from something like that. It has more of a I'm almost getting more of like an oatmeal, like a cold oatmeal stout. Just more of that kind of oatmeal aroma to it. On the back it said, what was it? Creamy notes of chocolate and coffee. That's not really what I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting more of, there's a bit of a toastedness to it. Maybe some oatmeal, but I'm not really getting the notes that it suggests I should be getting. But maybe that's just me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not totally loving it yet. It's okay. But there's nothing. It's just kind of, it's kind of like the regular stout that's offered at your local brew pub, because there's got to be a stout. It kind of has something like that going on, but there's nothing that's like super like exciting about it. So I'm gonna give it a half. It's fine, but there's nothing like, ooh, I can't wait to drink this kind of thing. So anyways, let's get into the taste. Taste is much different. The taste and smell do not line up for me. Initially, it's very clean. That's the first taste I got. Where it's not as well. Of course, I'm kind of comparing it to a lot of beers I have been drinking lately. There is a tad bit of kind of a roasted malt, almost like it's kind of a bit of a nuttiness to it. Like a charcoaly nut to it that's on the tip of your tongue, but it's not like whole mouth takeover kind of thing. It's just enough that you get that charcoal right on the tip of your tongue. but it's still most of the mouth. My mouth is it's getting a very clean, crisp element to it. I am picking up more of like a cold pressed coffee. It's not heavy on, it's not super coffee-y, but there is a bit of that like chilled coffee taste to it on the back end. It's not super powerful, but it's there. I'm not getting a bunch of like a lot of lactose. I'd expect more of it from a milk stout. I'm not really getting much of that kind of lactose, dairy kind of thing going on. I'm not getting a ton of the chocolate that they're suggesting I should be getting either. There might be a dab of like of like just dark chocolate. It's definitely not sweet. There's not much sweet going on in here. There's a bit of a, almost like a, like, I almost want to say a dry, like the opening notes of a dry wine. Almost like, and not like sweet, and I'm not like saying it's got like a grape kind of thing to it, but almost like you had a very dry red wine in a cup, and you got rid of it and you filled it with this. It has that kind of a, that bit of a bite to it on my tongue. That kind of blends with the charcoal that I'm getting on the tip of my tongue too. For me, a lot of this taste is front loaded. The back of my tongue is not getting a lot. It's very, again, very kind of clean at the back end. Maybe almost like a hint of a barley wine kind of thing. But like, I'm not loving it. It's one of those things where just like, you see a Guinness on the menu and you think, sure, it's St. Patrick's Day, let's try it out. And then you're just like, all right, I had it. I'm gonna go to the regular Guinness. I don't need this anymore. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. Like, it's, I tried it. It's not really doing it for me. It's, I mean, taste is half. Like, it's okay. I'm glad I picked it up and tried it. I don't think I need to try it anymore, but I tried it. Next category is value for price. And I mean, it's not bad. You're kind of paying a craft beer price, which honestly, I don't know how to classify this. I would never consider Guinness to be a craft beer, but it's made in Baltimore by a small brewery. Well, I don't know how large the what's the brewery called? The Open Gate Brewery. I don't know how large that is. I'm not sure, so I don't know if this is technically a craft beer or not. But you're paying a craft beer price. So keep that in mind. I mean, it's not crazy expensive. It's not, like craft super low volume IPA price, but you're still paying a craft. I think it's more expensive than your regular Guinness. And for me, I'd prefer just a regular Guinness, so I'm gonna give it a half. Like, it's okay, but there's nothing like super, oh, this is amazing for the price. So yeah, again, it's a half. This is kind of just a run-of-the-mill, nothing fancy, whatever kind of beer. It's going to be probably a half all down the line. Next category is distinction. How distinct is it? And honestly, for me, it doesn't really live up to a salad milk stout. I don't really get much at all of the lactose element. It's not creamy. It doesn't have that kind of rich, like milk sweetness or anything like that. I think this is closer to almost an oatmeal stout than a milk stout. So I don't think it's that distinct at all, so I'm not going to recommend it on distinction. Next category is drinkability, and I mean, it's fine. Let's see if it gives you the. I mean, it's 5.3% ABV. I mean, yeah, I guess. I think you can. I feel like this is almost like the combination of you have one kind of half-ass beer, another half-ass beer. You don't know what to do with it. They just put them together, sell it as a milk stout. I mean, drinkability is fine. It's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst. So, again, I'm going to give it a half. It's nothing like, I don't know, not doing a whole lot for me. And last category is what about again, and I have no need for this particular beer. This is my thing with some of these, I don't know if you want to call them experimental beers or the test beers that come out of Guinness. Like, they're really hit and miss sometimes. I feel like they try to kind of do what Sam Adams does. Like, Sam Adams is always putting out like these kind of, I don't know if you call them experiment beers, but just, you know, they'll sprinkle in a couple of not necessarily the norm beers along with the regular seasonals, and most of them are fine. I don't know if they they usually don't blow my socks off, but they're decent, and you understand why they were released. Even if sometimes I feel like they just kind of repackaged a different IPA that they didn't really know when to release it. But you understand why they were released. Some of these Guinness beers, I'm like, I don't know what you're doing with this. I don't know why you released it. Like, their Guinness Nitro IPA I thought was god-awful. I don't know why they did that. But this one isn't god-awful, but it's just like, I don't know what the point is of it. You have the world's most widely known stout. I don't know why you need to give like a bastardized version of it, which is kind of what this is. I don't know. Of course, I think the king of like those experiment beers, I'm still going to give it to Dogfish Head, of course, which is partnered or owned by Sam Adams. I don't know. Because I've always loved what they put out, because sometimes they can get some really crazy stuff going on, but it's always interesting what they do. Not so much with this, so I'm not going to be buying it again. But it's probably not going to be on the shelves much longer, if you can even go to the alcohol store near you anyways. I'm going to have to get to the store before all the booze shops close up too. Got a couple left, but things are going to get slim picking pretty soon. Yeah, so that is my review of Guinness's Open Gate Brewery Over the Moon Milk Stout. Have you had it before? What do you think? What do you think of the Guinness test experiment kind of beers? Have you found it's kind of hit and miss, or have you been a fan of all of them? Or maybe you've hated all of them? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And yeah, we're going to be doing this setup for the next, till the middle of April, and then it'll be different unless they just lock down the city and they don't let me leave. I'll still just break out. Then my next one might be from prison. That'll be interesting. Beer review. Toilet beer. Anyways, yeah. For myself and for Guinness's Over the Moon Milk Stout, take it easy.